Hey guys, Betty here. I'm back already. I was just here with you guys yesterday. I was so excited to share with you my little basil plant rescue. Today I want to introduce myself. I'm Betty. Hi. I love to garden. I love being in my garden, and frankly nobody really wants to hear about it as much as I'd love to talk about it. So here I am, and I'd love to be able to offer, I haven't been doing it a whole heck of a long time, but it's been a few years and I have some knowledge that I'd love to share and just chat, and we can share things back and forth with one another. Today though, I thought it'd be nice to take you on the Betty's Little Garden tour, and it is little. So I do cram as much as I can into my little space. So this is the perfect place for small space gardening ideas. Don't have a whole lot, so I am open to some new ones. I'll be right back. I'll take you on a little tour. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys was this. This is my tower garden. It's just kind of like a neat stackable pot situation where there are 3 sort of spaces within each tier. You can fill it up with soil and then stack it. It's really, really neat. It's perfect for small spaces, which is what I have here. So what I have growing here is what I call my magic beans. They are purple green beans. I guess they come out purple once you cook them. They're green. So I love those. They're super quick to grow. But what's also super neat about those, anything that's a bean like that will add nitrogen to the soil, which is great for anything that you need to be leafy. So I have spinach growing here, which will be something that I would need to be having very healthy leaves and just very leafy. I cram a lot of things in. This is a marigold. That's really good for attracting pollinators. Also is the nicer mosquito repellent. So I love that. And then I love my chocolate mint. So I've propagated that, and I've added that here in this pocket back here. On the second level here and the third, I don't have much going on. Looks like I have crammed an herb or something or other back in there. This, however, is a lemon thyme plant. I love lemon thyme. It's so fragrant. It just does wonders for a roasted chicken. We love roasted chicken here. Mustard greens. They're doing just fine. It would seem to be a small space. They're doing just fine. This area here on top, may not have noticed. There's kale here. More greens. I'm not sure what this is. This I believe that's arugula. I forgot I even put that there. So that'll be nice. I love to eat those as microgreens. But this is one of my big babies here. This is a blueberry plant. And if you take a look really closely, you can see little blueberries forming. They're still green, but they're so cute. I can't wait to see how those taste. Blueberries do need to cross-pollinate, so I have, woo. I say woo because it looks like something is eating the leaves of this other variety of blueberry. It's hanging on, and I'm fertilizing and feeding regularly. But even this one is fruiting. It's going to produce fruit, even though there's not a whole lot of foliage, which is really neat. But there needs to be 2 blueberry plants, 2 varieties, so that they can cross-pollinate. So if you want to get blueberries, keep that in mind. Right next to that, I have my raised bed here. I think I have some parsley growing in here. Some more chocolate mint I've propagated. I love. This is romaine lettuce. 2 heads. These actually were here at the start of the season. And we were not sure. Well, I was pretty sure they were lettuce. But we've been, once we realized what they actually were, we thought they might have been weeds. We almost tossed them. We've been harvesting the leaves from the outer circle. You can harvest them, and just, some people do the cut and come again method, where you can take the entire, you can harvest it, it'll continue to grow. Or you can take the outer leaves. Like, I don't know, tomorrow night I might come out and just grab these outer leaves. All you need to leave are the center leaves to continue to grow. Got some more microgreens. I've kind of planted those densely. This looks like, yep, spinach. Got some kale coming in here. More beans, because everything's leafy here. So I tend to just pop beans in wherever I can. I have okra, which is funny because I've never been successful with it. So we'll see how that goes. A couple tomato plants here. I believe these are a black krim. What's really funny is I brought this guy out and I didn't take into account that we were going to get another frost. This literally had maybe a leaf a centimeter long was all was left. It was all that was left after the frost got this baby. And it has bounced back amazingly. This guy I actually planted because I lost so many to the frost. So they're going to grow there together pretty close. We'll see how that goes. This isn't going to go so well. I'll pull that out eventually. That was a sweet pea. Here are some cucumbers. More mustard greens. More sweet peas. But I also have sweet peas growing here. More cucumbers. So as you can see, I think I got some spinach down here. I really pack things in. I have a very limited amount of space. Small space. There's my son. He's riding my bike. Hi, babe. Hi, say hi to King, guys. Hi and bye. This is lemon thyme. It's not, I don't know. It came back from last year. It just seems kind of dry. I think I need to maybe give it some more water. It still smells great. It did flower. I'm not really sure if you guys have any tips or anything that I can do to spruce that baby back up. I don't know. I'm still using it and, you know, pruning it and harvesting from it. I just don't really know why it looks so dead. I mean, it's not. It's still green, and it's still growing. There's still new growth. It just seems super struggling. One of the things I'm super excited about, though, is this strawberry plant. So this is a tower that I built, I don't know, I think 3 years ago from milk crates. These strawberries took 3 years to give me fruit, but boy, am I excited because it is fruiting like crazy. And there are only about 4 plants in here, I think. But if you take a look, there are several strawberries. I've eaten a couple. I admit, I didn't share with my 2 kiddos. They were looking at me like, really, Mom? There's some more thyme, more chocolate mint. Clearly, that's my favorite. That rosemary came back from last year. So these are 2 herb pots that hang here all throughout the winter. It gets pretty cold here. They survived the winter. So did these strawberries. I just let them mulch themselves. So once the leaves die down in the winter, and I probably should remove them, but it's been going so well that I haven't had the heart to remove the leaves. I've just been acting like they're not there. And these things come back like clockwork every spring. They're gorgeous. I'm just like, I don't want to, if I remove the leaves, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to go wrong. But what they do is they shoot out runners to make new plants. I usually trim those off or just, you know, pop them off like that. I would prefer for them to focus on healthy roots and fruit. The bottom tier is where the bottom milk crate, I'll say, is where I have red potatoes. And what's interesting is they have found their way to the light. If you can see how we have these crates turned so that they're staggered and the sunlight is somewhat visible. They are finding their way out every way that they can. It's so amazing to me. I love nature. This is crazy. Look at and I don't know how big they're going to get. I literally chopped one potato into quarters and planted in that milk crate. And they're like, yeah, there's the sun. So over this way is a garden bed, right? So I am finding every way I can to squeeze stuff in here. This is zucchini. Oh my gosh. Look at the flowers that are getting ready to bloom. This is crazy. I haven't even been out here to see this. I'm sorry. I get so excited. Oh my gosh. Another marigold. I'm going to get that potted down into the soil there. That's just a bag, sort of a raised bed. Got collard greens. 1, 2, 3, so 4 here. No, I can't count. I promise I'm educated, in college educated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 7 collard green plants. And who can guess what I have growing in here, since these are leafy? My purple magic beans. This is zucchini. So this is going to be the black beauty. This is going to be the yellow squash. Got some Hillary, mint, a Sweet 100 tomato plant, some cucumbers I will put into the ground. I grew those from seed in those, recycled those containers. I also am, for the first time this year, going to try corn, which is a dwarf variety. I'm excited about that. I'm going to get these 2 directly into the ground. A tomato. I'm not really sure what variety of tomato that is, but that is a really flat, sort of like a potato leaf. Like it's really interesting how they differ from any tomato variety I've ever grown. That's kind of neat. And to end things off, here we are to my little purple basil rescue and his rosemary friend. Okay guys, I actually have a couple more things I'd like to show you, but clearly this is becoming quite a long video and I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to bore you. I have a bed, in-ground bed, that some neat things are happening in. So I'll log back on or record another video. Gotta get used to the YouTube lingo. Sometime this week and show you what else I have going in my little garden. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like for me to cover. I'd like to show you guys eventually just kind of how I build my soil mixture. I make up my own potting soil. I don't buy pre-made potting soil. It's far more cost effective and efficient for me. So I'd love to share that with you if you'd like to get some tips on that. What else? I guess that's it for now. Again, thank you guys for watching. This is so much fun. I hope it's as much fun for you as it is for me. Bye.